Assalamu alaikum everybody, this is my 58 algorithm video. In this task we need to find out the equilibrium point. What is the equilibrium point? It is an index such that the sum of the elements before that index is equal to the sum of the elements after that index. So let me explain. For example, for a first iteration we choose the number 1. There are no numbers to the left side of 1, so the sum to the left of the number is 0, and sum to the right of 1 is 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2. It is equal to 12. Now 0 and 12 are not equal, so this is not the equilibrium point. Next we choose the number 3. Now there is only one number to the left side of 3, so the sum to the left of the number is 1, and sum to the right of the number is 9. 5 plus 2 plus 2. This is also not the equilibrium point. Next we choose the number 5. Now there are two numbers to the left side of 5, so the sum to the left of the number is 1 plus 3, it is equal to 4, and sum to the right of the number is 2 plus 2, it is equal to 4. So we have found out the equilibrium point. It is at this point and the index is 2, 0, 1, 2. Now let's get to making the actual algorithm. Sum to left of number, I give it a value of 0, and sum to right of number, I give it a value of 0. I make a flag variable and I give it a value of 0, and equilibrium point is also equal to -1. This flag variable will be updated to 1 if we find out the equilibrium point, and the equilibrium point would also be updated once we have found one. And numbers to left of equilibrium point is also blank list, and numbers to right of equilibrium point is also a blank list. These blank lists would contain number whenever we have found out equilibrium point. For example, we have found out that equilibrium point is here, so the numbers to the left of equilibrium point would contain 1 and 3, and this list would be updated to 2 and 2, right? But right now both of these lists are blank. Now I make a for loop for I in range 0 to len of list of numbers. I print out the list of numbers which is the current number. Then sum to the left of number is equal to sum to the left of number plus I use the sum function, and then I use the slicing notation. List of numbers from 0 till I print out the sum to the left of number then sum to the right of number is equal to sum to the right of number plus I use the sum function again. I use the slicing notations. It would go from I plus 1 till the end of the list. I print out the sum to the right of number. If sum to the left of number is equal to sum to the right of number, I update the flag variable to 1. I also update the equilibrium point to I. I also update the number to the left of equilibrium list to have included list numbers 0 till I, and the number to the right of equilibrium point, and numbers to the right of equilibrium would be list of numbers I plus 1 till len of list of numbers. And once I found out the equilibrium point, I would break out of the for loop. In the else condition, if I have not yet found out the equilibrium point, I would update the sum to the left of the numbers to back to 0, and sum to the right of number again back to 0. Now once out of the for loop, I check if the flag variable is equal to 1. I print out the equilibrium point. I print out the sum to the left of the number. I print out the sum to the right of number. I print out the numbers to the left of the equilibrium. And I print out the numbers to the right of the equilibrium. In the else condition, if for example in the whole iteration we have not found out the equilibrium point, I print out we haven't found out the equilibrium point. Now once I click play, now as you can see we have found out the equilibrium point. It is 2. It is the index 2, and the sum to the right side of the equilibrium point is 4, and sum to the left side of the equilibrium point is also 4. This is correctly printed out, and the numbers to the left side of the equilibrium are 1 and 3, and the numbers to the right side of the equilibrium point is also 2 and 2, and it is correctly printed out. Now let me explain. 1 was the current number in our first iteration. There were no numbers to the left side of the number 1, so 0 was the sum to the left side and 12 was the sum on the right side. Then the next number was 3. 1 was the sum to the left side of the number and 9 was the sum to the right side of the number. This was not the equilibrium point. Then 5 was the next number. 4 was the sum to the left side of the number and 4 was the sum to the right side of the number 5. So this is the equilibrium point. We update the flag variable to 1 and the equilibrium point to I. Then we break out of the for loop. So this is the answer. 2 is the answer. This is all from my side. I hope you liked my video. Please share, like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.